Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to VA Friday. Today I'm going to be talking about some lies that are being told to veterans, even to this day, even no matter how many years of education I've done into the real estate community, even to the VA clients, and even on my Facebook. Like, as much education as there is out there, there are many more millions of veterans out there that are still not getting the proper education in regards to the VA home loan. So, as real estate professionals, what are you gonna do? So we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna do a quick dad joke for you guys. This one's a dirty one, so prepare yourself. What's Peter Pan's favorite place to eat out? Peter Pan's favorite place to eat out? Wendy's. All right, so getting right into it. As far as education in when it comes to the VA home loan, not only does it impact the veterans, but it's also impacting the real estate community. There are so many times that I've done some education or talked to another realtor or real estate agent, and I'm able to educate them on very simple stuff when it comes to the VA loan. At least to me, it's simple stuff, only because I'm exposed to it every single day. That we're still not getting the proper education. So for me, it's still an uphill battle. There's a lot of agents and other real estate professionals, loan officers out there that are doing their best to educate, but we're such a small community out of the bigger piece of the pie that's what we're trying to impact. So we can only impact one or two people at a time, and hopefully it perpetuates from there. But there are lies that are being told to veterans and also real estate people as well, but mostly to veterans, that in regards to how their VA home loan works, right? I'm not going to go to all of them, but I'm going to go through the biggest three lies that are being told to veterans. So one of them is, the first one I want to go into is when the VA loan expires. Like, when's the latest you can use your VA loan? And a lot of them are being told that it expires after a certain amount of time. It expires maybe 10 years after their service, or they can only use it while they're a veteran, while they're out of the service, or they can use it while they're active duty. Okay, so there's a lot of confusion in regards to when and how long until they have to use it. Well, the answer to that quick question is that their eligibility never expires. Okay, as soon as they become eligible, when they become active duty, regular active duty service, or they're reservists or some other way, as soon as they become eligible, they have the eligibility for the rest of their lives. It's not so much of like, oh, when you get out, it changes, or you're done with your active duty time, or when you're done with your reservist time, it changes, there's a due date. There's no due date. You basically can use it while you're in and while active duty, and you can use it while you're off active duty or out of the reserves or in the reserves once you met the eligibility requirements. And what's nice about the eligibility requirements is that it's whatever comes first. So if you did regular active duty service and then you did reserve time, you don't have to meet both eligibility requirements. You just have to meet one of them. And most likely the regular active duty service will come first. Some people are swapped. They do reserve time first, and then they do regular active duty time. If they met the reserve time at first already, then that's it. That's all they have to worry about. So then they have it for the rest of their lives. I've helped veterans at like 75, 80 years old use their VA home loan for the first time. So it's not so much of when, it's just a matter of like, once they become eligible, they have it for the rest of their lives. And they're being told the opposite. And what the other thing is to note is that it can potentially change once you transfer off your National Guard reserves time, or it changes when you're off active duty. And that only impacts if you are potentially other than honorable service, or got discharged other than honorable service, or you got discharged dishonorably. That's really it. So you have it once you become eligible while you're active duty, use it while you're active duty, get out, use it again. You can keep doing that. So there's not a time of when. It just matters once you met the requirements, you can use it. So the next thing I want to talk about is they're being told that they can only use their VA home loan one time or two times. There's a limited use of VA loans, effectively. And that's what they're being told. Okay. Well, the actual answer is that they can use their VA home loan benefit over and over again. So once they bought a house with their VA loan, they can sell that. That gets restored to their pot of VA home loan entitlement, and they can go off and use it again, and they keep doing that for the rest of their lives. There's not a limit on how many times they can use the VA loan, and they're being told otherwise. They are being told that there's a limit. They can use it once or twice or once per house, or they have to sell this house they have to pay it down and then be able to use their VA loan again. It's not true. They once they sell it, it restores, they can use it again, and they basically hop to every single house. Imagine being active duty and buying and selling at every duty station they move to in the US. And that's what they can do with their VA loan. So that's what's unfortunate, is that they're being told that they can only use it 1-2 times, whatever it is, for their entire lives, right? And there's not a limited use. There is, based on how much they have left, depending on if they're going to have more than one VA loan at one time. And that's where we go into the next thing, is that you can't have more than one VA loan at one time. They are also being told they can only have one house per time. Technically, they could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 VA loans, depending on how much they have left and where they're going. So that's what determines how much they have left, is where they're going to be buying the next house. It's called county loan limits. And that's what we have to look into when it comes to those numbers. Again, they're being told otherwise. They're being told that all these limits that really don't exist on their VA loan, that actually, that actually are not true. So you'd be very surprised that if you told them one of these facts, when you're trying to, find out your client's a VA client, if you tell them one of these things, it's gonna pique their interest in regards to how to use their VA loan. Everyone's super excited about, building a real estate portfolio and stuff like that. So you can kind of use the VA loan in a way to help them go toward that direction and show them the path. So now here's the thing: you don't have to be experts as real estate professionals. It's technically my job as a VA specialist, or anyone that's a VA specialist, to be able to kind of navigate them through that. But if you can open the door for them, and for them to walk through by sharing one of these facts, it's gonna change their minds on how the VA home loan works completely, because they're being told a lot of limitations. And what's crazy about this is that some of it's actually coming from lending professionals, which is kind of crazy, because we are effectively need to be the ones that are the experts, not the realtors or real estate agents. So it's really unfortunate that the people who are in charge of the loan itself are perpetuating some of these myths and lies about the VA loan that aren't actually true. So yeah, it's all over. It could be from, and they could be getting influence from people who've used the VA loan before, people who are in who's a realtor or real estate agent, and those people in the lending professional world. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of, if you think about it, as a veteran, you would believe all these people too, if 3 sets of people are telling you that this is how the VA home loan works, when most of it's not true. So hopefully you guys feel educated. Hopefully this helps you with creating content, your conversations with VA clients moving forward, to get them excited about home ownership. So otherwise, that's all I got for you guys today.